I think glory and independence go hand in hand. If we have glory, we have independence. And so glory creates a freedom. It creates, even though you fulfill the law, you create, which creates glory. You are free from the law, which creates glory. Glory and independence go hand in hand because they seek to serve God in a way that are giving you freedom and giving you new life. New life comes from God, and so when we seek new life, we have glory and we have an independence. New life has free will. So free will creates independence. And when we choose to serve God, it creates glory. So true independence is serving God. True glory is the manifestation of a serving God. And so when we really have real freedom, we choose God because He is freedom. And we choose life because life is in freedom. And so when we really choose real freedom, we make the choice for life. And one thing that we really look at is the pursuit of happiness. Happiness is God. So when we have the pursuit of happiness in our independence, we know God to be true and make us independent. God makes us independent and longs for us to serve Him because serving Him is what we are going to enjoy forever. We're going to enjoy serving Him because it's the highest way to bring glory, to bring freedom for us, to bring justice for us, to bring every kind of thing that we need. So glory has a life to itself. Independence has a life to itself. And so when we really just seek after God and obey Him, we bring about glory. Glory for ourselves because we've served Him. God gives us glory for that. And we magnify Him, and out of our heart's love, we give the glory to Him. So our independence really is dependence on Him. Our greatest dependence is God because we need Him, and that brings glory, and that brings independence. We, when we depend on Him, it brings us to greater freedom because we serve Him, and that brings us life. Life itself is freedom for us. Life gives abundant life when we serve God. And serving God brings freedoms that we don't know. If you serve for something, you receive something in response to that. You receive, if you work for something, you receive money. And money brings freedom that you didn't have. And so when we serve God, it brings glory. And when we give glory to God, it brings freedoms that we haven't had. When we give of ourselves to somebody, that brings about appreciation. So our works manifest as independence, and our works manifest as glory when it's received perfect. Now, sometimes we don't always see the work of glory. We don't see the work of glory, but our Heavenly Father sees it. And so we receive glory from Him. So there is, for our work, our good work, a measure of credit that we receive. And so that brings about us to a new level of independence because we receive credit from God. Anytime we receive credit from God, we receive something from God. God gives us our inheritance, and so we receive a full inheritance. So when we do something for God, it is credited to us as righteousness, and it's credited to us as some type of glory in God. And so when we receive our inheritance in God, we receive the riches of His glory. And when we really come about to know Him, we really receive the fullness of His glory. So there's always more of God that we can receive because He's infinite. Even as an infinite being, we feel growth because He's infinite. We have a growth factor. Growing is in God. So we have all, but we're always growing because He's infinite. So there's always more glory. There's always more independence. There's always more freedom. And so don't think that you've hit a level that makes you say that, well, I really can't have any more freedom in this because I've walked in this for a long time. Well, the Lord has more of it. You have to believe that the Lord has more for you. God has so much more for you. You just have to let Him give it to you. So, Lord, we receive from you right now. We receive new levels of freedom, new levels of independence, new levels of glory. Lord, we want to glorify you more. So we receive the glory from you. We receive the independence. We receive everything from you. We just take it in and we just receive it. So give us that glory. Give us that independence. Give us that freedom. Give us everything that you want to give us, Lord. Lord, we receive from you the riches of your glory. We receive the riches of heaven from you. And we let it manifest on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, we just receive from you and we allow it to change us. We allow it to make us better. So we receive and we just let it soak into us right now. There's just more and more for us to receive from you. So we receive from it right now. Thank you for this. Thank you for receiving us. Thank you for giving us God. Thank you for receiving us, God. There's always more that we can have from God. Don't think that you reach a level that you can't have more. God always has. We have Him forever. There's always more. Thank you, God. We receive it. Thank you, God.
So, I'll be right back with the tray.
Thank you, God. Just soak it in. Just receive it.